Hey, David Mitchell here, and welcome back to Fan the Train, and got our friend Genesis, and boy, oh boy, we got a good one today.
Yeah,
You doing good, bud?
just woke up, had some breakfast, and well, we just started our day off. Our day.
Hey, well, we got our day started off here too, but,
We
mm-hmm, but boy, been a crazy week. Let's talk about this before we get to the train stuff, because everybody been talking about it. In the GTA 6 leaks.
yeah.
Like that, had you been hearing about that?
I've heard about that. I've heard about them.
Well, this is the second time that GTA got leaked, and oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Rockstar in panic mode, but here to say, they kind of deserved it for how they've been treating their customers, you know?
Oh,
Look, look, I don't agree with what CyberLeaks is doing, but I will say this Rockstar, what would you expect would happen when you treat your customer like crap? What would you expect when you did like physical copies? What would you expect when you made everything like in order to have everything saying in the game, even though you already bought the game, you had to pay for more stuff? Like, what would you expect would have happened? Am I right, Genesis?
right.
Like, y'all will literally setting everything up for something like that to happen. Like, what would you expect would have happened? Am I right about that?
Right. Oh, by the way, I actually sent you the origin story of our current suburbs. You know, suburbia. It
Uh,
did not start in. I thought it started in the 1950s, but it goes way long before the Interstate Highway
it
Act.
true.
It started in 1916 in Burbank, California.
Yep. And funny thing is that cars like here, Tina, a lot of people don't realize it, and what Genesis just brought up. Suburbia did start it in 1916, but it did not become popular until the 50s. And a lot of people don't realize this, but with big automotive and what they do and all that like
Honestly, this this was way before the Model Ts came out. Cars were like
19
back in the day. Cars were like toys to the average American.
dude, the fur car came out in 1907. The fur car came out in, or not the fur car, but Henry Ford made the car cheap enough and mass produced in 1907. So in 1910 they became popular. If you're talking about toys, that would be from 1883 until 1907. That's the period you would be talking about.
Oh, okay, never mind. Well, I guess it goes hand in hand with the automobile history,
Mm,
automobile industry, right?
yep. Heck,
I mean, at least, yeah, yeah. But still, trains were popular back in the day. Back in
exactly.
that area.
Look, a ton of this stuff that everybody talking about with the 50s, that they said, oh, about the 50s. No, this up was not about the 50s. This up been around, like the car been around since 1883. Suburbia been around since 1916. So, why did it all explode in the late 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s? Well, because one, they realized that they benefit from each other, you know? Am I right?
Yeah,
In a toxic way. You know what I mean?
yeah. Actually, Front Page made a video about this. It's a video of 1 hour and something minutes. I haven't watched the entire thing, but he actually he explained why we have suburbs, like American suburbs today. They absolutely did zoning laws before zoning was even a thing in
Mm-hmm.
1920s.
Oh, I know. But let me.
Well, the reason is to get African Americans out of white areas. So it was racist.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I disagree with Banks Rail. I disagree with Banks Rail on a lot of things, but in this particular video that he made about why boomers are racist, he definitely has a point.
He does. And here at Teen, a lot of people don't realize it, but suburbia was a liberal teen, you know? That's the thing that a lot of people don't realize, you know? Like,
It was the racist thing. Also, Public Fisher made the same video as well about why boomers escaped from the cities. Back in the day, the cities were like horrible places to live in.
hey, quick.
And honestly, they're playing for boomers to like move out of the city into the country, into the suburbs.
Mm-hmm. And here, Teen, like, let me bring it up at like, reason why the cities, like, from the 50s through the 70s were bad was because, one, we allowed them to be taken over by big automotive. We also allowed our city to get run down to muck, you know?
Yeah, and third, it's all the pollution.
Exactly.
And ironically, the boomers' fault too. Like,
Mm-hmm. So, yeah. But also, so one of the cursed meme is Tomet meme. So we got a cursed Tomet meme for this live stream.
oh, I got something for you.
Oh boy, but you know what I'm craving to go to right now, if I ever got a chance to, is the mountains, you know?
Yeah.
Man, like, I'll be honest, I am not a coastal person. I am really not a coastal person at all.
Enough, you say that because I'm living in the mountains and I'm a coastal person.
Reason why, because of bad memories. Like, some of my most awful childhood memories was at the beach, you know?
Oh, yeah, dude.
So it is something I do think about a lot sometimes.
Well, I think the beach was kind of cool, though. During my time in Fort Lauderdale, having the beaches there is very convenient.
Mm-hmm.
Compared to, like, don't get me wrong, the mountains have their own quirks and features as well, but the rivers, don't talk about the rivers because they're the best here in the mountain range.
Well, I will say this, and I'm going to say it, is that all the time, like, here, Jane, I've been along the coast my whole entire life. Like, I've been to the beach multiple times, and I will just say this, that it does get tiring after a while to being at the beach, if you get what I mean, you know, like, going to the beach all the time. Am I right?
Right, I think you should actually, I think you need a change of scenery or something.
Dude.
I think going to the beach might be a perfect idea.
Because here, Jan, I lived along the coast my whole entire life. I've been to the mountains a couple of times, and let me be honest, I'm just hooked on being up in the mountain. Like, every time I'm up there, I like being up there, but when it comes to, you know, everything else, it feels depression coming back to a coast, you know?
Oh, speaking of well, it depends on where you live, actually. In Fort Lauderdale, when I go to the beach, we usually go to the beach like yearly, once a year.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Sometimes 3 times a year.
oh, speaking of that, you want to do your curse meme first, or do you want me to do mine?
You start.
Dude, if you ever act up, Diesel 10 are coming for you.
Alright.
Diesel 10 are coming for you.
Oh, he participated in Thomas and the Magic Railway and Damn the Diesels.
Alright, dude, let me be on it. You know the character, like the Magic Railroad was supposed to be way darker than it was, you know? It was actually supposed to be, if you ever heard about it, it was actually supposed to be way darker. You never knew that, didn't you?
Dang. I didn't know that.
A ton
Also,
of...
Dan the Diesels, Diesel 10 was featured as a CGI character. You know that?
Oh, yeah.
Diesel 10. Bro, he was leading the Diesels. Except for, like, maybe Mavis wasn't there.
But I will just say it. It was... Like, the original team, reason why they took a lot of the dark stuff out of it, because a ton of kids got scared of it, you know? But yeah, but look at it. Look at it, Diesel 10 are going to come for you.
Yeah, I sent this to Villa, and he made a crazy response. What I just found on the airline simulator the other day.
But also we got another meme right here. Read this.
Tried. Died. I say they used. Honestly?
The reboot, like, let me be honest, the reboot, it's just, I got mixed feelings about that, but, you know, at least it would not like the Abomination, you know?
Honestly, to be fair, it looks kind of good. I mean, it's gonna take a while to get used to it. It's gonna take a while to get used to it, in my defense.
Oh, I know. Oh, by the way, here the curse one. Here the curse one. Look at it. Look at it.
Oh, left. Tom Cruise, Wade Johnson, Ryan Gosling, Vin Diesel, Tommy DeVito, and Samuel Jackson. Yo, David Mitchell, did you see the aircraft that I sent you?
Oh, let me.
Look.
Oh, Pedo Air. Dude, I think that it's funny. Just call it Pedo Air for what it is.
Obviously, that stands for My Little Pony. If you think
Yes,
about it.
I know, but also the other nickname for something like this would be called Pedo Air because no invention is it, but a lot of MLP people are, not all of them, but a good amount are to you know what.
Yeah, Demetrius, I sent this a screenshot to Demetrius, and he just reacted. He just sent me a GIF of a torpedo.
Yeah, but also, did you see the little tin I showed you with the CyberLeak stuff? But
Yeah, I did. You did the other day, right?
yeah, I'm not showing the map on live because one, I don't want my YouTube channel to get absolutely nuked from Rockstar, so I am not showing that.
Yeah.
Because
Speaking of,
they are going after people who actually shows up, you know. So but it real crazy in a way.
Yeah, hold on, let me. I got something else to show you. I think it's somewhere like.
Like, but there's been absolute craziness. But I will say that we did got more 250 units in. Like, I did post it on the American Rail Club Discord on the 250 part. I did put 2 more, and one from the Long Island Railway. They just made a 250 unit. Like, and it looked good for what it is, you know? And it also a fellow YouTuber posted about it too, like I'm not gonna lie, that looked good.
It looks good.
And then we have a railroad that connect the Louisville up in Kentucky. They did repaint one of their SE70 Mac into a 250 unit.
Oh, that's cool.
And it looked pretty damn good.
Oh, got another meme. Hold on.
But the 250 locomotive, they just keep coming, you know?
Yeah.
Timu Airline. Oh, brother. Dude, we already had a Timu Airline, and that was Spirit.
Honestly, I thought Spirit was worse.
Hey,
don't make this a thing, General. Don't make this a thing.
Well, here's the thing. Out of all the airline, it might shock you, but out of all the airline before they went out of business, Spirit had no major plane crashes. They had no fatalities, you know? They are technically...
No, I mean...
They were one of the safest airlines. That's crazy when you just think about it.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, like, JetBlue has its own accidents, but not... I mean, so far, I don't think there is any, like, no fatal accidents to JetBlue, right?
Right. Like, it's just crazy to think about. But, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's very crazy. I remember flying on a McDonnell Douglas Dash 80 on the Spirit flight. This is way back before they bought the Airbus A320s.
Oh, by the way, guess what is going on in Spencer right now, in Spencer, North Carolina.
Okay.
And I just sent a meme about it. Look at...
Got it connected from the pits of George Washington.
If you don't know, they're doing a 250th gathering of almost all the 250th locomotives in North Carolina at the Spencer Railroad Museum.
Should have been South Carolina, dude. Should have been South Carolina.
Sad thing is, we don't have a roundhouse like we used to. Like, we don't have a roundhouse. Our railroad museum here in South Carolina is super small. Like, I'm not even joking. The railroad museum we have is small one, you know?
Yeah.
That's the kicker. Like, we got a small railroad museum. But didn't not all the 250 locomotives that are going to be there. They got more, and I'm so pissed and livid because I should have rail fanned yesterday. I had the day off yesterday. We had 3 250 units, 2 at CXX and 1 from Florida, came right by on intermodal train I-138, and I seen it from James because I would get ready to take a shower and all that right at a storm was starting to roll in, and I just said, man, what the hell? I seen the bright red and white, and I said, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, and I only my suspicions were confirmed when I seen a post on Facebook. Like, I said, dude, I gotta get back into rail fan, and I've been fighting to, like, fatigue and all that, and let me be on it. Burnout is real. Like, let me be on it. Burnout is fucking real.
Bro got jet lagged.
Oh. That.
You remember the Spirit Livery, right?
Yep.
This paint job. I remember that very well, dude. When I was 7 years old, the very first time I've been on an airplane was in 2007. And I remember I was flying on a Spirit flight out of McDonnell Douglas on an MD-8. They used to have those too back in the day. There were like engines in the rear and no engine on the wings.
Oh,
I remember that.
Speaking of that, we got them railroad news and did an article I couldn't get to last week because of your blackout.
Yeah.
So it up the Mount McCrell Railway.
Oh.
Like I did repost into the post. It right above your, Temu airline.
I know.
Like, you want to go ahead and read it because we're probably only going to get 2 articles today because around 9 o'clock I gotta get ready and get dressed for work.
All right. 403 forbidden. Dang, I can't open the article.
All right.
Well, look. Clarence McLeod Railway is taking steps to return to life. The railroad in the shadow of Mount Shasta, shut down in 2010, will host a volunteer work weekend September 25th to 27th. Oh, that's next month.
Yep. And they're actually working on reopening the rail line, not for freight for right now. The freight thing they're probably going to do down the line. They're actually doing tourism first. They're actually doing a tourist train, like a dinner train and all that.
Holy smokes, dude.
So, they're playing at what I heard because I actually have a friend in the region. What he have told me is they're going with the dinner train stuff first. Once they get the dinner train up and running for a couple years and do track maintenance and all that, because they're up in the mountains. Once they get that done, they're going to try to do like a transload facility right at the end of the line where the line ends at right now. So, right at the end of the line, there should be like a transload for freight and all that. So, they're getting into the transload business. To be honest, if they'd done it before 2010, they could have helped out the railroad a lot, Like having before it got screwed over Joe. To be honest, it coming back to life, meaning if it coming back to life, I hope that eventually the railroad to Eureka eventually get open, because one, with how the Fed shut that railroad down, I looked at the history of the railroad that go to Eureka, California, and I want to bring that up. Is that railroad did both got screwed over by corruption. Cheer up. But it's just so much of a thing that I do not agree with it. And that thing, I don't agree with it. Like, what happened back in the 1990s, like around 96, that stuff was just so fishy with me. I just said, hey, hold on a minute. How the Fed do this? I said, I'm sorry, but that's just sketchy. And heck, the whole area is filled with drug farms and all that, like hidden drug farm, like weed farms and all that up in the mountains. So that's probably the only reason they wanted to shut the railroad line down, to get the drug farms up and running, And yes, there are people in the truck industry who work in the feds. So yes, are the a government agency infiltrated by drug mules. So yeah, that shit is real. But let's get back to the Mountain Division, or not Mountain Division. We'll get back to that in a few minutes. But the Mount McCrowell Railway, this railroad been abandoned for about 16 years. That is one of the longest in a long time that I have seen a railroad that been shut down and abandoned for that long come back to life. That is
Yeah.
crazy. But
Yes.
saying that is I'm right now paying attention to is, you know, the Mountain Division up in Vermont, Maine, and New Hampshire. Like, and I called the guy out a little bit last week on Dimitri live stream. I was not able to do a full call out on my live stream because of the blackout you had. But
Yeah.
the guy called North Country Trains. But the guy was so dumb. He technically proved me right, you know. Guy is technically a hypocrite because he ran a YouTube channel, you know. Pan Am Air.
Yeah. Pan American World Airways.
Oh, I know. You know, funny thing is that the right was bought by a railroad back in the 1980s when they went under. So that's crazy, but that a rabbit hole for another day. But let me just say this: the fact that the guy called me a moron, and the fact that I'm not the moron here, man, the fact that he called me when in reality he needed to actually do his actual history and use time and stuff like here, Gene, it's that he was wrong about the railroad that could go abandoned again. Here's the kicker. What really happened, and I will explain it, why the railroad shut down back in the 80s, in the mid-80s. It was from Guilford Rail. For people who don't know, Guilford Rail, the person who was running Guilford Rail at the time, was a crooked piece of shit. He literally did not want to pay his employee an actual wage, and when the Mountain Division, the people who worked on it, wanted to, you know, unionize and literally, walk out and like do like a strike, instead of, allowing him, he just shut down the railroad line and just rooted everything around. That is evil. That is evil when you actually look into the history of that. And for people who don't real, am I right?
Yeah.
Even not the popularity of trucking, like, good God, like, that is a total BS fucking lie. Like, trucking did not start popping up until the late 80s after the rail line was shut down because a lot of the customers got fucked over by Guilford Rail. Which, and then he proved my point with bringing up 2 trucking divisions. Am I right?
Right.
And then here it seemed like I even sent you the highlight. Like, literally, I'm sorry, but dude, you literally proved me right by literally, because here it seemed any other companies in the region, guess what? If they want to do rail, well, the price is too expensive. Am I right?
Right.
Because, or technically not too expensive. Let me just say that if they want to do rail, guess what? There's no rail in their region. You know? Like, literally, there's no rail in the region because of it being shut down to the mid-80s. And the thing is that a lot of people don't want to use common sense, but here it's saying, when you take one competition out and do it in a crooked way, but kept a ton of other stuff in, and that corrupt, and that a monopoly right there, am I right?
Right.
And D2 trucking division, like literally, we like literally if the company who have to rely on D2 with their trucking divisions actually did think about it, but it thing I will say, and I want people to understand this, and North Country Train, I want you to take notes if you ever watch this. If that look, D2 trucking division, the two trucking division you're talking about that are in house, they don't have no competition. They don't. They really don't when you actually use common sense. And the thing is that it would cost more to get a different trucking company than them because one, with them being the only two in the region, guess what? They got practically a monopoly. Am I right?
Yeah.
And the thing is with that, and I'm going to say it, that if you want to do any other trucking thing, guess what? More expensive, you know? So literally, the companies are just capped with being forced to use T2, and plus, because the rail in the region been shut down to the 80, guess what? They don't have an option. Am I right?
Right.
It's like we're going to take your primary options away from you and make it more expensive to use them. So you can't even use them. But hey, we could give you our option and it'll be cheaper. Am I right?
Right.
Meaning you're forcing the company, like, it's so crooked. It's so, like, let me be honest. It super predatory. Am I right? And the guy, like, he proved me right. Like I'm right with what I'm saying, and then the fact is, you still want to call me a moron and all that? Like, sorry, North Country Train, you're still in the wrong. You're literally still in the wrong. I'm sorry, but heck, South Coast Rails, fellow YouTuber who live in Boston but go up there a lot, is more accurate than you are. I'm sorry, but you live there and you go up to Canada to rail fan some of the unique rail line up there. But don't get me wrong, that shit is cool. And it's disappointing knowing that you literally side and would defend the trucking ass companies. I'm sorry, but the company don't need to be defended. Just like big automotive, the trucking companies are running monopolies. Am I right?
Right.
And speaking of that, you did put a perfect reference of what North Country Train act like right here. Yeah, look at the eyes. Derpy little eyes. Don't get me wrong, that is an adorable cat, but the eyes are just derpy. But let me get back to what I was saying. It's that North Country Train, you're in the wrong. You are in the wrong. I'm sorry, man, but you don't want to hear it, but you do need to accept it. You're in the wrong. Including in my books. Because one, when you look into history, and I always tell people, look into history and look how stuff happen, you know? It did crazy, like, it is crazy in a way. Minute, like, you get what I'm saying, Genesis?
Yeah.
Like, it's super crazy. Like, Gene into that North Country Train, like, what he said, like, he vindicated and validated that I was right, but still tried to make himself look right. Like, man, sorry, but you're really not right, because look, you're proving me right by saying to you, like, trucking division, like, look at what trucking divisions are part of. Companies. Am I right?
Right.
And with that region, like you're saying, like that whole region is a rail transit desert, meaning since that railroad was shut down in the 80s, there are no technically non-existent rail infrastructure. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's super crazy, am I right?
Right, dude.
Because
I'm at the RSU. I'm playing Roblox right now at the RSU Railson Universe, and you gotta check this out. They got the Siemens Charger on in game from Via Rail.
oh wait.
Let me show you a screenshot because basically my computer's like not working with the audio that much.
It did crazy, you know? It really is. Like but yeah, but it still boggled me that a guy who support trains or like do train documentary would not support a railroad in his region being rebuilt to bring in new business, but also to bring in competition, you know?
Okay.
But am I right, Genesis?
Absolutely right, man. That kind of sucks.
Dude, and sad thing is, he also a YouTuber too. Like, look, I'm a YouTuber myself, but dude, you have a bigger following than me, and you do shit like this. I'm sorry, but that's the hypocrisy. That a real hypocrisy right there. I'm sorry, but the fact is that you should be fighting to bring rail back to your region, you know? And fact is that, look, it was not the trucking that took away the business. It was not in that region. In that region, what really happened, and I always say, it always slimes when you actually do the history. Like Guilford Rail, because one, they did not want to pay employees better. Am I right? Like, even South Coast Rail does a better job than him. It's funny and humiliating at the same time, you know?
Isn't the same railroad that was Pan American World Airways?
Yep. Guilford Rail bought the rights and then renamed ourselves to Pan American Rail, or like Pan Am Rail, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, here's the Siemens Charger that I was talking about.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that looked pretty good, you know?
Yeah, this is from the Railson Universe that I was playing the other day. You know, they actually made a good, they actually remodeled the entire commuter rail in South Florida. Funny enough, they haven't done Sunrail yet.
Oh, I know. Speaking of that, PO90 is passing right now. The Palmetto just passed. Dude, I'm just gonna say, like, the burnout is real.
God, that's terrible, dude.
Dude, do you know the last time I actually did actual rail fanning? Like, literally went to do them rail fanning, like, go out of the way to do them rail fanning in a day? Well, over 4 months ago. It's been over 4 to 5 months since the last time I did the rail fanning. Like, I literally had burned out. And I need to get back into it. Like, literally. If y'all wondering why I'm burned out, it's mostly because of work. I work so much, I don't even have energy to do actual rail fanning that much. So yeah, I'm pretty much wiped. If y'all get what I mean. Like, you get what I'm saying, Jen, is it, do you?
I understand, dude. I understand.
Hopefully I can get back into rail fanning, but I think I need to start doing it in more area.
Yeah, but for now you gotta rest alone.
I know.
Also,
Problem is that I've been, you know, in multiple areas. You know what I mean?
you had to go to work. Talk about being at Walmart, huh?
Dude, like, talk about the, you know, 747. Ugh.
Seven, dude.
Or I'm at like 720. I'm at 24/7. 24 hours a day.
You're thinking about the jumbo jet for a second there.
Sorry. But yeah, but dude, I hope he realizes his mistake, because let me be honest, he is in the wrong. You know, he literally in the wrong. Am I right?
Right.
But
honestly, I have a video to send you. It's from Casey Simpson, I think. Yeah, Casey Simpson. I've watched him a lot.
dude, I'll just say it. The guy is crazy good. Am I right?
Right.
Also, we got something interesting going on in Texas.
Oh, crazy.
And I'm about to send you the article. You gotta read this.
Engineering study from the Austin San Antonio passenger route is technically feasible, but could cost up to $13.5 billion for a route capable of speeds up to 125 miles per hour.
To be honest, here, Jane, they're talking about the cost, and here, Jane, they need to set up with the cost, because they're hypocrite. Because, like, just do it. For the love of fucking God, do it. Am I right?
We have too many interstates. We don't need to build more.
Exactly. Like, everybody didn't want to build interstate. Guess what? Interstates cost a lot. Guess what? But here's the thing about interstate. They're more expensive to maintain.
Yeah.
Like, good God, what is it going to take for people to realize that?
Instead of building more rail, we're building more AI data centers. And you know, this is going to crash the U.S. economy.
Dude,
dude, U.S. monarchy going to crash soon.
Like, let me be honest. Let me be honest. They don't care if they cause the U.S. economy to collapse. They don't. All they want it to be is a police state that they can keep making money, keep throwing people in jail. Heck, they did find out same people who own the fog cameras own a couple of prisons, you know?
Dang.
So, that's what if people are going to protest against fog cameras, why not bring up the police? Not the police, but the prisons that they own too, you know? And point out, saying, look, that, like here.
At this point, we're going to a path back. We're going to 1984 at this rate.
Dude.
It sounds like overwhelming, like a police state or something.
Dude, like here, Jane, like something that I learned is that you can really screw over companies if you point out the conflicts of interest. The moment you point out the conflicts of interest, pointing out this, and this, is the moment that the company have no choice but to you know, say, yeah, you're right, but it's stupidly crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That is really the thing, you know? Zane is, it's stupidly crazy.
You know, honestly, we've talked about this before. The AI bubble is about to burst,
And
and
when
it's just blowing us over, just like BlackRock did in like 2008.
dude, let me be on it. When the AI bubble blow, it gonna be brutal. Is it gonna be brutal the moment the AI bubble breaks? And
Also,
let me just say it. I'm going to tell everybody this. When that AI bubble breaks, you better pray. Because it going to be a bad one.
and what's worse is that you guys are in $40 trillion in debt,
Ugh.
in national debt. 40 trillion.
Here, Zane,
Really?
dude, what we need to do is to wipe the floor clean. Say, sorry, we're not doing your debt. We won't count it as debt anymore. 2, get rid of the IRS. Like, good God, abolish that shit stain of a thing, you know? Am I right?
You're absolutely right, dude. I mean, the IRS is...
They're crooked as fuck.
anything but beneficence.
Like, literally, they're crooked as fuck.
Yeah, so I understand. We have to pay taxes, and more taxes. How many taxes do we have to pay? We pay the sales tax. We pay the inheritance tax. There's a lot of taxes going on, and one of the worst taxes that I wouldn't dare to pay is the income tax.
Because here,
Seriously.
it's crazy, but also, now that we got that's up out of the way, we got them cool new coming out of Maine on another railroad, which I'm literally about to send you the article about this because this is cool. Like, all right, this should be our last article, and then we're probably going to call it after this because it is 9 o'clock. So we'll go on for another 5 minutes, and then I have to call it.
Yeah, okay. Casco Bay Rail, a new short line operator on the Berlin subdivision between Portland and Auburn, Maine, has announced its first mode of power acquisition, the EMD GB10.
Yep.
Yeah, I upgraded tape. Although the other non-primary sources reference it as a GP9.
Mm-hmm. Hey, well, they good first step, you know?
That's cool.
Heck, I'll just say that it starts out small and then work your way up, you know? Like, dude, like, we do got good rail news and all that, and I'll just say it. Oh, also, so here one of the memes. Here one of the memes that I want to send. Said, like, you gotta read the Back to the Future reference, but to pissed off liberals.
I bet they have flying cars in 40 years. No, Marty. They are no flying cars. They can't even define what a woman is.
Oh, man, that is true. That is true, you know? Like, at this point, it did the... Also, I do want to bring it up, that Hassan the Piker is pissed. You want to know why?
Why? Oh, why is James Fishback on here?
I know, but read the article. It's super funny.
Dan Blitzerian running for Congress and James Fishback running for governor also both lost their Republican primaries. Florida voters sent a message: anti-Semites and the socialists need not a vote. Dude, what happened to James Fishback? Like, he was so right at this point.
I know. Well, Gene isn't because stuff like Dimitri talked about it about a week ago. But also, so the candidate that that was backed by Hassana Piker got screwed over, you know what I mean? Like, here it is. Like, read where they great news out of Florida. Like, read it.
Senator Larkin lost his Democratic primary to Mr. Moskowitz.
To be honest, this is a small victory, even though it was also a big loss for us. It was also a small victory because Hassana Piker and the communist, social, liberal retards lost a battleground state, you know?
Dang.
And here, Dane, I was watching a video talking about this, but here's the crazy I just found out. A lot of the people who normally are communists or socialists are HIPAA baby spoiled ass kid, you know?
Yeah. Speaking of that, Florida's gonna have, listen, if the Republicans win, which they're gonna do in like November, we're gonna have our first black governor in the state of Florida.
Oh, I know. And not just that.
If you think about it.
Not just that, but guess who that's gonna piss off? The Democrats. Because
honestly, that's gonna hurt them in the long run.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt their ideology in the long run.
Here's the thing, though. The Democratic Party in Florida is it sucks. It definitely sucks at campaigning. If you put George Washington on a Democratic ticket in Florida, and he would still lose.
Oh, I know.
It sucks, dude. It sucks.
Hey, Genesis, look what I just sent you.
Bring a bottle for $30. You know what? I would buy that.
I know. And here, Dean, how in the hell did they got it in the bottle? Is what I'm thinking of.
Like I had never thought of that.
How did the train get in there?
Yeah, I know. That's crazy,
dude. That is really funny. What I think happened, I think there might be a little thing in the back that opens up to put it in. I think that's what they did, but that is very funny in a way, you know? It's like a pirate ship in the bottle, but in train form.
Yeah, exactly. How can you put that thing in there? That's the question.
I know, when I seen it, I said, well, that's crazy. Now I got you thinking of it, didn't I?
Reminds me of a certain building with a truck hanging on the side. Don't tell me. Let me show you a picture of it.
Oh, by the way, Genesis, this one is for you. Hey, Genesis, look what I just sent you. I'd say we're going in and out on the... Hey, Genesis. Look at the meme I just sent you. You and all that. Yeah, we're about to call it a day in about a couple minutes.
Oh, that's okay.
Grand Fat Locomotive Vice City.
Oh, here's the picture. Do you see that red pickup truck on the building?
Oh, I remembered it. It was somewhere in China, or not China, Japan, if I can remember. Oh, let me flip the camera.
Oh, this is in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, so, alright, so there's one in the Dominican Republic too, huh?
Yeah, they actually hang up a red pickup truck on the side of the walls there. I'm like, how did they put it up in there? How did they put that up there? I was wondering.
Dude, I think I know the reason why, because there are car dealership right behind the building.
Yeah, there's a car dealership there. They're a car dealership, not gonna lie.
So,
Holy smokes. I've never seen that in my entire life. When I first saw that thing, I'm like, how the flippin' pancake did you put a pickup truck on the walls on that building? It's gonna fall down or something.
oh, I know, it's crazy, but yeah. But it's just super funny, ain't it?
Yeah, it's very funny.
But
Like, it's very iconic to see there. It's an accidental monument to the people of Santo Domingo there. When you see that red pickup truck hanging on the walls, some people call it Spider-Man's truck. In a way.
dude, oh, I know what my next meme. I need to make it into a meme.
Yeah, exactly.
Meme, or someone probably already have. But it is around 9:09 now, so I do gotta get ready for work and all that. But I hope everybody enjoyed the live stream. Please like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys later. And also, 2 more days till my birthday, so have a nice one. Bye, guys.
Yeah.